Children of wind and flame. The sky smelled of rain, though not a drop had fallen. A young man, shoulders heavy and eyes lost in thought, reached a weathered cabin at the edge of the woods. He had heard whispers about an old man who lived there, a man who didn't give answers with his mouth, but with something deeper, the heart. He knocked. The door creaked open. An old man with gleaming eyes and a stillness like the earth before a storm stood in the doorway. "I don't really know what I'm looking for," the young man said. "Something feels missing inside, like I'm floating in myself. I don't know who I am or why I should keep going." The old man lit a candle and said nothing at first. Then he sat and spoke softly. "You are not alone. Many arrive like this, searching for something they cannot name, yet their hearts already know. Let me tell you a story of a boy not unlike yourself, a boy who thought he was weak, until the world showed him who he truly was." And with that, the old man began. In a time so ancient that names had no meaning yet, there was a village called Horem, nestled between gray mountains and red deserts. The people of Horem believed every soul was born of an element, earth, water, fire, or wind, but one who did not know their true element could never know themselves. One stormy night, a mother died giving birth to a child. The father was never known. An old woman midwife whispered, "This child is born of the wind. He will hear the world not through his ears, but through his soul." They named him Sael, meaning the one who asks. He was quiet, with ash-colored eyes and a whisper of a voice, but his mind was loud. He asked questions others were too afraid to ask. Why can no one fly? Why are the stars only awake at night? Does God speak aloud or only inside our hearts? Other children called him strange. He had no strength, no playfulness, no laughter. But he always gazed at the horizon as if he could see something hidden beyond it. The only person who gave him time was Shaheer, a blind old man who claimed he had once heard the voices of the mountain spirits. Most thought he was mad. Sael did not. Shaheer would say, "The world isn't only what eyes can see. Sometimes darkness reveals what light cannot." One night, after a violent sandstorm had dyed the sky blood-red, Sael climbed the village hill alone and stood in silence. The wind howled, and then he heard it, a voice, not from outside, but from within. Your power is not in asking, but in continuing. Ask, yes, but walk onward. That night, Sael left the village forever. He walked with a torn satchel, dried bread, and burning questions. 3 days passed, then 4. The bread ran out. His lips cracked from thirst. Still, the voice inside kept whispering, "Keep going. Your power isn't in what you have, but what you've yet to discover." On the 4th day, he entered a desert of complete silence. There he met the Silent Ones, masked figures robed in ash-colored cloth with strange flame-like marks on their foreheads. They lived in a circle of stones under the open sky. No walls, no gates, no words. One woman with a bone-white mask knelt in the sand and wrote with her finger, "Why have you come?" "I don't know," Sael replied, "only that I must go to find something, maybe myself." She nodded, then wrote, "You have come for the trial, but it is not a trial of swords, it is a trial of truth." The tribe lit 3 flames before him, earth, water, and fire. The flame of wind, they said, could not be seen, but it was always there. She wrote, "Stand near the flame that shakes your spirit, not the one you wish to be, but the one you are." Sael walked to the water. Nothing stirred within him. To the fire, he felt fear. To the earth, he felt nothing. And then, as he began to leave, a breeze brushed his cheek. That voice again whispered from within, "I have no shape, no color, but I am always with you." Sael closed his eyes and stepped into the center of the circle, where the invisible flame of the wind was said to reside. And for the first time in generations, the silent ones laughed aloud. She wrote once more, "You are of the wind. Your path is unmarked. Your enemies are doubt and fear. Your gift is to see what others ignore. Now go to the mountain of fire. There, the final truth is hidden." He climbed toward a smoking range of peaks, volcanoes burning with ancient fury. It was said a guardian lived within, Warzik, a being forged of flame and darkness who held the final truth. Warzik granted no mercy unless one shattered their own illusion first. At the mountain's gate, a stone read, "Only those who burn may find light." Sael entered. The heat blistered his skin. His feet bled. He trembled, but he kept going, his soul louder than his pain. And then he saw it. Warzik, wings black as night, eyes like suns, a voice like 1,000 voices layered together. "Why are you here, child of air?" Warzik asked. "To know why I feel so weak," Sael answered. "Why I doubt myself, why I feel small." Warzik thundered, "Because you mistook power for noise, for flame, for control. You forgot wind is the gentlest and the most devastating force in the world. You will only be strong when you see yourself truly." Then the creature held up a mirror of living fire. Sael saw not what others saw, not a weak boy, not a stray. He saw eyes that pierced lies, a heart still burning, a soul that moved with the winds of truth. Warzik said, "You seek no jewel, for the treasure you chased was never outside you." Sael returned from the mountain, changed. No longer did he walk like a lost boy. He moved like one who had heard the song of silence and answered. People in Horem said, "He is not the same. He is not the boy of whispers." But Sael only smiled. To Shaheer he said, "You were right. Sometimes darkness reveals more than light ever could." He climbed the same hill where he once spoke to the wind. This time, he did not ask. He simply gave thanks. The candle had nearly burned out. The young man said nothing for a long time. Then finally he asked, "So the legendary jewel, it wasn't real?" The old man smiled. "It was. But not in the mountain, not in the desert. It was in the boy's chest the whole time, just like it is in yours." The young man breathed deep. He didn't need more answers, only silence, and the strength now rising quietly within him. As he left into the night, the old man whispered, "The wind always calls its children home." Moral of the story: true strength is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it is the quiet persistence of the soul, the courage to keep walking when no one sees you, and the wisdom to trust the voice within. Your greatest treasure has always been inside you, waiting for the moment you finally believe it.